or welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Katharine, and in today's video, I'm taking you through a day in my life. Today is one of my days off, so you're just gonna be one of my friends today. I hope this feels like a FaceTime video where you're just joining along my adventures. And the first thing on the list today is to go see a movie. I'm seeing Angel Studios' newest movie called Homestead. And for those who don't know, Angel Studios is a Christian film production company. They actually are the ones who produced The Chosen, which is a TV series about the life of Jesus. And if you are a Christian and you haven't watched this TV series yet, what are you doing? And even if you're not a Christian, please go watch it if you're at all interested in the life of Jesus. If you have questions, it just really opens your eyes and makes you see Jesus in a different light, because you see him for a human being that he was, and also as the Son of God, and as, for who he is. It makes him look and feel that much more personal to you by watching the Chosen TV series. But enough about The Chosen. I'm gonna go see their new movie called Homestead today. I have the AMC A-List Stubs membership, I think that's what it's called, if I'm not mistaken, where I can see up to 3 movies a week, and I pay $25 a month. So it pretty much pays for itself if I see 2 or 3 movies a month, but I certainly watch more than that a month. I got this membership because I had it a few years ago and canceled it because there weren't a lot of movies coming out that I was interested in, but now recently they've been coming out, just film production companies have been coming out with a lot of movies that I've been interested in, so I decided to get it again, and I am making great use out of it. I've been watching a lot of movies at the movie theaters recently, and for those who don't know, going to the movies for me is like therapy, because for me, when I go there and it is dark inside, and sometimes when I go on my day off, sometimes I'm the only one in there because I have Mondays off as well, Sundays and Mondays. So when I go on a Monday, sometimes I'm the only person in the movie theater, and it's almost like therapy to me. I know some of you may laugh at me, but for those who know, no. So let's head to the movies first, and then after that, I might have to edit a video for YouTube, and then I also want to get started on The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I recently got this, and I'm not really big into thriller books, but I decided just to pick this up because there is a movie adaptation of this book that just released in theaters. And I really want to see it. I don't know if I'll be able to see it in theaters depending on when I finish this, but hopefully I'll watch the movie after reading this at some point. Like I mentioned, I'm not a big thriller reader, but I've been making a huge switch from mainstream secular fiction to just mainly reading Christian fiction. I will make exceptions in this way, reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. There are some exceptions where I'll read mainstream secular fiction still. And I also have read the Harry Potter series and so forth, and I plan on reading the Outlander series by Dana Gabaldon. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But for the most part, I read Christian fiction, but I'll make exceptions like this. But let's head to the movie theater now because I'm excited to go watch this. And this, meaning Homestead by Angel Studios, not The Housemaid. So let's go. In my car from watching the Homestead movie. As you can clearly see, it was a pretty good movie. I definitely recommend that you go see it. It's by that Angel Studios that I mentioned before. It's that Christian film production company that is very well known for the Chosen TV show. If you're familiar, if you're not familiar, go watch it because it's great. Even if you're not a Christian and you're just curious about the life of Jesus, watch it. But anyways, this movie was essentially about an apocalyptic type movie, if I can even call it that. So it's the United States, and this big giant atomic bomb goes off in like Los Angeles, I believe. And basically, like, all the power goes out, everything shuts down across the US, not just in Los Angeles, and everyone is basically like out to fend for themselves. So it follows like this family who owns this like huge like ranch, I guess you would call it. I don't even know where this ranch is, but apparently I think it's somewhere cold, because they were mentioning something about like not being able to grow food in the winter because of like the snow. But essentially, like, all of these families like head to this like ranch that this family owns, because these other families apparently know this family who owns the ranch, and they're like homesteading on this ranch where they're basically like guarded off from the rest of the world. Like, there's ex-military members guarding this ranch. All of the people inside this ranch are like growing their own food and, you know, making their own clothes, and it's like a gated community essentially. And that's what a homestead is, I think. Apparently it's like this gated community where you just basically like fend for yourself and you survive on your own without having to depend on like the government or other people to like help feed and clothe and help you survive, if that makes sense. So it just kind of made me think like it was a very like realistic type situation. Like, it didn't seem cheesy or like far-fetched or out of the ordinary. It seemed like something that could actually happen in today's day and age, because it was like a modern day Los Angeles. Like, people had cell phones and they were talking about like current affairs and things like that. So it didn't seem too out of whack or out of the ordinary for something like this to happen. And it kind of just like got my wheels turning, I guess, of what I would have to do to prepare if a situation like that did happen, where I couldn't depend on, like, you know, the government or the grocery store, or, you know, just like stereotypical things that you would take for granted. So it just got my wheels turning, like, how would I have to be prepared in that type of a situation. But yeah, it was good. Apparently there's like a TV show apart from the movie that you can watch. I don't know where you can watch it. I'm assuming Angel Studios has their own streaming service, if I'm not mistaken, where you can watch the Homestead TV show. But yeah, it was good. It definitely got my wheels turning of like how I could be prepared in an apocalyptic situation where I had to survive on my own. I'm gonna head home now though, because I want to finish editing a video to post on YouTube, and then I also want to start on reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. But let's head home so that I can go do that. Just finished this video, editing it, and it's over an hour long. That's like the longest video I've ever filmed and edited for my channel. It's my 2024 reading wrap up, and that will come out before this video, so I'll make sure to tag that video down below so that you can watch it if you want to watch a video that's over an hour long, and if you're into like the whole like booktube community. So I will definitely tag that down below in the description if you're interested. Just better be prepared with some popcorn, because it is very long, and I just sat here for like a good like 2 or 3 hours trying to edit it, because I had to add like graphics of the books and stuff into it too. And I'm like kind of an OCD like perfectionist when it comes to editing my videos. I know it may not seem like it right now, but I'm like trying to get the hang of using the editing software that I do have, and also like trying to figure out ways on different styles of how I want to edit my videos. But yeah, I am just waiting for this to export, then that way I can upload it onto YouTube for it to be scheduled out. And yeah, I am now gonna get my pajamas on and read The Housemaid by Freed. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak because I've been just sitting here in front of this computer. The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. I'm gonna get in bed now. I clearly need it. So I was able to read the prologue and the first chapter of The Housemaid by Freida McFadden, and I'm honestly already hooked. Like, I could see myself reading this really fast. Maybe not tonight because I do have work tomorrow morning and I'm pretty tired, so I'm probably gonna head off to bed. But I'm really excited to finish this book. You'll see it in a reading vlog, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. But thank you so much for watching today's day in my life video. I know it was short and sweet, but I really appreciate you watching. Do all the YouTube things that you know how to do, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!